Hi, my name is Gina, and this is Gina's Knit Club, formerly Skein, you know what. I'm not going to say anything weird today, like anything that could get me shadow banned today. I will not be using those words. I'm filming on my phone, and I'm outside. It has been getting really cloudy, and then it gets really sunny, so I don't know what you're gonna ultimately see, but I'm back, and I did get my hair cut since the last time you saw me. I got, it was about down to here, I'd say, so I got a fair amount cut off. I also got bangs. I'm kind of absorbing them into the rest of my hair, so they're not real obvious, because I don't look that good with bangs on my face like this. For some reason, I just never have. I really like things off my forehead and everything, but as my forehead is growing over time, I need something to fill in those areas, so that's why I got bangs. Anyway, thanks for joining me today. I want to go over a few things. Buddy is having his surgery, and that's Monday morning. And let me get the cat out. Hold on. Come on out. You can come out. There you go. Okay. I'm also trying not to edit this video very much, because I'm using my phone, and when I use my iMovie app, I can just take the video and put it on my phone and edit it, and then it actually uploads to YouTube in 20 minutes or 30 minutes, something like that. When I film on my camera, I have to put it on like a little drive and then transfer it to my desktop computer, and then it takes more than 24 hours from my computer to get to YouTube to upload the video. So I'm hoping I can just do everything on my phone, though I won't be able to probably do all the editing stuff I normally do. I'm just gonna try not to do editing. So if you're used to seeing words and things on the screen, they may not be there. It's hard to say what's gonna happen here. But I'm just trying to make things easier for myself so I can podcast more. I know it's a pie in the sky. Intentions. I have good intentions. I have a little zit on my face, so if you notice something on my face, that's what that is. Anyway. Okay, let's get started. First of all, I want to thank everyone that bought the Buddy sock set. Really appreciate it. There's Buddy laying in the grass. Usually he's laying upside down, but just the way that the tag worked, I wasn't really able to do that very well. But it has lots of little rainbow colors in it. The color of the yarn is similar to his fur color. This is a better indication. We dyed up some silk scarves in the colorway too, so you can kind of see basically what colors we use for the skein, and the background is like Buddy's colorway. So we have some scarves. I'm basically just giving them away right now. So if you bought like 5 sets, I'll throw in a scarf. And I can't really give one to everyone that bought a sock set, but if you bought multiples, like 5, 6, 7, 10, like I had someone that bought 10 of them, which thank you very much. And I just really appreciate all your orders. I'm getting them out slowly but surely. Don't call me Shirley, right? Okay, and what else? What else? I'm not doing this in any particular order. I'm just throwing stuff at you. We also did Severence. You know, Severance is my favorite TV show. I watched season 1, season 2, and then just turned around and started watching season 1 again. And then I'm going to finish season 2, and then I'm going to turn around and just watch season 1 again, because I notice something different in those shows every time I watch them. Well, because I love them so much, love that show so much, we decided to dye up minis in the Severence colorways, and it's all the colors of like the carpet and Helly's dress, and you know, all the different colors of the show. So we dyed those up. You get 12 minis. They're on the website now. I'd say we're shipping them pretty quickly, but it just always depends on how many we sell. So I could have gotten all the Buddy sock sets out if I hadn't sold hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them. I just, you know, it's just two of us. It's me and Stephanie. I did have a young girl working for me, Grace, but she went off to college. Hopefully she'll be working for me again this summer. But basically, it's just the two of us. And if you can imagine how, you know, Stephanie actually has another job as a dietitian. She actually has other things to do. I don't have another job, but I am, you know, a full-time mother, psychiatrist, wife, friend, daughter. I mean, I have a lot of roles that I play. Tangents. Squirrel. Speaking of squirrels, where are all my... Buddy and Diva are outside right now. So I'm watching them both frolic around the yard. Maybe they'll run behind me at some point. That'd be kind of funny to watch a big dog chasing a little cat, or a little cat chasing a big dog. That's pretty funny. What else? We are also still dyeing up magic cakes, and boy, we really, this is a fingering weight one, but isn't that just stunning? As we make them, we put them up on the website. Sometimes the picture doesn't match the cake you're getting. Sometimes I don't update the picture, but I promise you, if you got one of these, you would be obsessed. You could do all your Scrappy things. You could do sweaters and hold it with mohair. You could do all kinds of fun stuff with these. So those are on the website. We're still dyeing specials. So we're still dyeing the beautiful, gorgeous specials on most of the bases. Okay. Due to popular request, I kind of had just finished the sweater. I knew I kind of wanted kits, but I really just wasn't sure. And you all, I mean, I must have gotten 20 or 30 emails. Are you going to make Celeste sweater kits? So Celeste by Petite Knit is a top-down what's this called when it's like a, I don't know what it's called, but we are making kits. So the link to everything, if it's available, is in the show notes below the video. So this is, sorry, I still have some strings, but this is the Celeste pullover that I kind of was winging it. But the kit is going to come with the main body, which is diamonds and pearls. Back, or yeah, that's the back. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to get 50-gram skeins of these colors: foxglove, gingerbread, denim, no, I'm sorry, chambray, and Blue Ridge. So you're going to get 4 minis to do the color work, and then you're going to pick how many body skeins you want of the diamonds and pearls. And just so you know, in case you get this diamonds and pearls and you're like, what is that? There is blue in the diamonds and pearls. There are splashes of blue in there, and black and navy blue. I think it's actually a navy blue dye, like a dark blue, like slate blue, and it breaks apart when we speckle it. And what the colors that are in that dye break apart, and you get these other colors that pop out, and one being this sort of royal blue color, which I love. I just love the whole sweater. It is really gorgeous. It's gorgeous with jeans. It's gorgeous With that, I mean, white pants and little metallic sandals. How cute would that be for when? I don't know. What am I saying? Sandals. This is a winter sweater. Okay, so there are kits on the website. Okay, what else am I doing? Oh, I finished this. This is going to be my Christmas sweater. This is my chalkboard colorway and my Louboutin colorway. I did the size medium. I never do gauge though, so I'm the worst. Like, I can't even tell you details about this. It was a DK weight, I know that. That's all that, I don't have any details for you. I'm the worst. I'm not a real knitting podcaster. I think that's pretty obvious. I mean, I am one, but I don't really go into depth like I should. And I apologize for that. But the problem is I don't write anything down. I don't update my Ravelry website. So I don't really, you know, unless I'm currently working on something, and then I might have information, but I don't. I don't have anything for you. So sorry. You just get to hang out with me and knit, and that's it. Or crochet or whatever. So I'm also doing the Through Lines by Andrea Mowry, Drea Renee Knits. And I'm doing it out of my jet color and my tobacco. And my agate colorway. So it has little splashes of the tobacco in it. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see it? I don't know if you can, but yeah, there they are. And this is a little bit mosaic knitting, a little bit of color work. It's very similar to the Sophie scarf in the sense that you start with a few stitches, you have an I cord that runs up both ends, and you increase just on one side till you meet, you know, you make it to the middle, which is, I'm pretty sure that I probably have one more of this color work to do, and then I'm gonna start decreasing, go back down the other way. I saw this and immediately wanted to make it. I immediately was excited about it. But truthfully, you know, as many times as I've done this color work now, I still cannot, I don't find it intuitive. I've had to look at the directions and check off every line for this entire thing. It has never felt intuitive. And that's probably me. It's not anybody's fault. It's my fault. It's my brain. But that's okay. I made a mistake and put this down, and because I really did not enjoy knitting this much, worked on it pretty exclusively. I really did not enjoy doing it. It's gonna take a lot of effort for this to ever see the light of day again, especially because, that's the black there, especially because I put it down. And it was, you know, I didn't really enjoy doing it. So, and it's gonna be summer here. You know, we're currently in spring, but today's the coolest day we've had in a little while. It's in the 60s? No, 68 here in Virginia. But it's been, you know, close to 80. And I just don't see me getting this out and actually finishing it, having as much to finish as I just did. I might have to get Stephanie to finish this. Or if somebody wants to finish this for me, comment below and I'll send it to you along with, if you want, the same yarn to make yourself one, if that's something that interests you. Whoever wants to finish this for me, I will send it to you with stuff. And if you want to make this, even though I've said it's not fun, because plenty of people have made it and it's beautiful, I have kits. Okay? Down below. The link is down below. I started finally, so I have all these Scrappy blankets, going. I finally started A Coziest Memories by Kemper Ray. And here it is. This was my first square right here. Earth yarns. If I say Bowie Advent, it was one of the days of my Advent. Bowie Advent. This is actually the Buddy sock set colorway. Can't really see it that well, but this one, I can't remember what this is called. Bowie Advent. Timber Yarn Company. Ubik. Lavender latte, succulent. What is that? Elton. This is a David Simpson one. I have no idea what it is. Yarn Diaries. Blush. London Fog. No idea what this is. Hedgehog Fibers. Earth. No idea. Big box. Sock yarn of some sort. Patton's Croy. A special, like too dark a special, so I kept it for myself. No idea. Freckled Whimsy. Wedgwood. Earth. And those are the colors. Wait, no. This was White Birch Fibers. This is more Freckled Whimsy. Anyway, so I've started one of these and I'm pretty excited about it because I'm enjoying, the sort of scrappy nature of it, like in terms of just picking it up, working on it. Starting tomorrow, picking Becky up at the airport, and she is going to stay in Blacksburg with me for the week, and she and I are going to we're going to have our own sort of fiber festival where, oh, I forgot to show you something. A fiber festival where we're going to watch movies every day. And so I'm trying to get as many orders out as I can. I'm trying to respond to all the emails that I can. I'm trying to, strip the beds, wash the sheets, put the sheets back on, clean the litter boxes, vacuum. What else? Wait a minute. Where's my dog and cat? Diva! Buddy! Oh, there you are. Where's Diva? Buddy, where's Diva? Where is she? Oh, boy. Okay. Anyway, we're going to podcast. Okay, this is what I was going to say. I'm going to get this video out. Hopefully, you're seeing it the day that I actually filmed it, because Becky's coming tomorrow, and then we're going to be filming ourselves talking about the movies that we're watching. And so that is going to be in this channel. So you're going to be able to sit and listen to the movie that we watched, and we're going to talk about that movie. I'll be knitting while we're talking about it. But then, yeah, we're going to do that all week. So hopefully you'll have like a bunch of content from me. Maybe not kind of content you want, but you're getting it. whether you like it or not. This is what I was going to show you, that I finally finished this cheap ass sweater made out of, big box yarn. I really did not like this yarn. It's like sleek and something. It's a Hobby Lobby yarn, but the colorwork yarn is my yarn. I just grabbed scraps, but the rest of it is this 100% gross acrylic, and I have nothing against acrylic. I will knit with it, but honestly, not for, a sweater for me. I don't need to be wearing 100% acrylic sweaters. Not that I'm better than anyone else. That's not the point. The point is that, first of all, 100% acrylic is really too warm. It's like wearing plastic on my body. I need breathable, natural fabrics. I mean, superwash is what I have a lot of, and I really love knitting with superwash. I love the fact that I make the smallest size, and then when I wash it and dry it, it grows like 10 feet. Maybe you might not like that, especially if you do gauge swatches and you want something to be exactly the size that you want it to be, whereas I am trying to knit the least amount of time with the maximum, punch, whereas the maximum big garment. So there's Steve over there. Okay. So I think acrylic is great for people that are allergic to wool, don't want to knit with cotton, and they just, they have no problem. They want to throw it in the washing machine, dryer, like for babies, like dog beds, things like that. But to make a sweater that I kind of wanted to wear every Christmas, I shouldn't have done it, but I did, and I finally finished the sweater. I did bell sleeves, so I think I deviated from the pattern exactly. I don't like doing decreases in the sleeves, though I did do a few. You can see them there. Don't really like doing them. So this is blocked, but it didn't grow. It doesn't really look. It's heavy, but I probably will do this sweater again, made out of my yarn, using the gingerbread colorway, and then do a packet of minis that you can use for this, because this is a great pattern and I really love it. I'm not gonna feel, special. I know I'm offending people right now. I'm sorry. Anyway, I finished this. I'm reading this and enjoying it. Very light read. It takes me back to being a young person again. Whenever I read her books, I get reminded of what it was like, to be dating in my early years, and just, I don't know. I like it. And it matches my Severence minis. See? It matches the minis. Thumbnail. Okay. Let's see. All right, so next week's film festival. Showed you what's going on currently. Okay, so I want to, we're 25 minutes in. It doesn't have to be a whole lot longer. I'm just basically checking in with you before I start my film festival. But I did want to tell you about what I did. Was it last week or the week before? It was the 15th of the month, so it was last week. I went to Alabama. I went to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, to film a podcast. And it was not a knitting podcast. It's a podcast called A Stronger Faith. And what was happening is I was watching this podcast, and at the end of the podcast, the host, Stacy McCant, he said, if you know anyone that has an interesting story about God and Christ, if you have anybody you know, or you are that person, I'd love to hear from you. We'd love for you to film a 20-minute video and send it to us. And we'd love to hear your story. Maybe you could be a guest on the show. And I was like, okay, well, I mean, I had just filmed my podcast, the last one I posted. I had everything out. I had done my hair and I had makeup on-ish. And I thought, hey, I can film a little 20-minute thing, and I can go over my near-death experience that I had in my dorm room when I was 18. I can talk about how the whole Marcella conception, weird story around that. And then the fact that I heard God's voice again after I had conceived Marcella. And then how I became a Christian. So atheism, to theism, like how I arrived there after 56 years. Like, how did I, growing up as an atheist, you guys that have been following me along actually saw the transition, me going from atheist, to, I mean, it happened in real time with my people that actually are paying attention. But I actually got on the show, so I sent them the video. They reached out, they sort of interviewed me again on like a phone conversation, and they decided that I would be a good candidate for the show. So I drove down to Alabama with Dave. Dave had work to do, so he was Zooming in the hotel room while I was sitting down and having the interview. And I had the interview, and that's going to be coming out probably in a couple months. And I hope, and when that happens, I will let you know, and I'll put a link to the video if you want to go there now and kind of see the kinds of people that he interviews and kind of the format and everything, or you're a Christian and you kind of love that kind of, fill up your cup kind of podcasts. That is that podcast. It's interesting. It's like everyday people. It's nobody fancy. It's not, it's not like famous people are on it or intriguing scientists or whatever. It's just normal everyday people on there talking about their experiences. And so I'm kind of excited. I am worried about it because how hyperfixated I am on my appearance and everything from my hair to, my snaggle tooth to what I'm wearing, my crooked clothes, all of that. And I thought I had everything nailed down in terms of being comfortable in front of all the cameras and the bright lights and everything. I just want to make sure, okay, for this particular interview, I mean, for you guys, sometimes my nails are manicured, sometimes they're not manicured, sometimes I'm wearing lipstick, sometimes I'm not wearing lipstick, sometimes my hair dries naturally, sometimes I dry it. It just depends, but this, I did get a manicure, I had gotten my hair cut, I had gotten some of the gray taken out of my hair, so I kind of was feeling good, like I could get in there and not hyperfixate, not, you know how I am. You know how I'm constantly adjusting, thinking something's off, so I want to keep adjusting. So I, could not move my hands more than a little bit. Anyway, I show up at the interview, but by the time I make it to the interview, I have sweat through. I'm wearing this silk shirt and did not even think about it because I don't really sweat anymore. I had gigantic sweat rings, like big round sweat rings all around my armpit. So I was constantly trying to, cover them, tuck them in so they wouldn't be known. I was very, very self-conscious and trying to, constantly doing this and covering because the camera, there were actually two cameras on me. And, yeah, it was, so that was unfortunate. The sweat, like he would stump me on things every so often. Like he'd say, okay, so you realized that God was true and Jesus was real, but when did you really become a so-called Christian? Or he would say, you know, you're a Christian. I'd say, yeah, I think I am. You think you are? You know, you think you are a Christian? You think you are? What does that mean, you think? So, and he would say that and I would just completely break out in a sweat and my face would be pouring with sweat and I could feel like a sweat thing coming down my nose and like stopping at the tip of my, you know, like droplets, like about to, or settling on my upper lip or, excuse me. Anyway, yeah, I just, yeah. So anyway, I'm not sure how I came off. I don't know how I look in the video. I don't know how I sound. I don't know how many times I know my hands, you know, because I talk like this a lot of times and, you know, I'm always, you know, I'm Italian. I'm talking like this all the time. So at some point, you know, there's a microphone in front of my face. So there were times where I hit the microphone. There were times, you know, it was in the way and I'd have to readjust it. And he has got his editing cut out for him. That poor man. He has to cut out all my tangents, cut out all my fidgeting. I just don't know how in the world he's going to do it, but he has to do it. And I hope you like it. I'll let you know. I'll let you know when it's out and hopefully you will enjoy it. I mean, if you're not a Christian, you might hate it. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have the perspective anymore. So, okay, I guess that's it. That's all I have to show you right now. Again, you'll be going to see me a lot next week because I'm going to be posting a lot of stuff with Becky. So, and to remind you about the Celeste kits down below, go get those. Go get the magic cakes. There's a few on there. And go get some Severance sets. I am going to do something with this Severance set because, you know, Severance is my favorite show of all time besides Game of Thrones and Seinfeld. So, and I do like Silo a lot too, but did I talk about what we were watching ultimately? Is there anything new that we watched that was so great? No, I started watching The Last of Us and, you know, I didn't play the games. I didn't play the game, so I didn't know what was coming, but I didn't watch the second episode. I watched the first and I said, you know, I'm an older woman now and I am trying to eliminate anxiety from my life. Therefore, I am not going to be watching The Last of Us. But little did I know what was going to happen in season 2. So, the reason that most people actually want to watch The Last of Us, God, the first season was so good. The second season is shit. You can't do what you did. Don't do it. Big mistake. The franchise, I don't care whether the game, that's how it is in the game. The franchise is that we love those two people, or in particular, we want that one person. So the fact that that person is gone, it's just the season's over for me. So that's that. So I can't really tell you anything to watch except if you haven't seen Conclave, you know, Pope dying. Now, the Conclave movie is all about what happens when the Pope dies. And there is a bee that is just loving on me. Go away. I really, the whole Conclave thing, you need to watch it because not only is it an amazing movie, but it also is what's going on right now at the Vatican. So you need to watch it. So it's got a real interesting twist at the end. I did not see coming. Anyway, So, I guess that's it. And, if you do have a really good show you're watching right now or a good book that you're reading right now, could you please let me know down below what you're watching or reading? Because I need more stuff. I don't necessarily need movie recs, but show, series recs I need, and book recs I always need. Okay? Look at that. Look at how pretty that is. Okay, that's it for me. It's another thumbnail. What's out this tooth? It's ridiculous. Okay, goodbye. Love you.